The Liberty Quarter Dollar Coin and the Liberty State Quarter Dollar Coin are more than just everyday coins. They are remarkable pieces of American history that have inspired generations of collectors. From the classic standing Liberty Quarter of the early 1900s to the modern state quarters that celebrate all 50 states, these coins combine beautiful artistry, historical significance, and the excitement of discovering rare varieties. Every detail, from the bold word liberty to the unique reverse designs, tells a story that continues to fascinate collectors around the world. In this video, we'll explore the history, rare dates, valuable mint errors, high-grade examples, and the surprising reasons why some Liberty and State quarter dollar coins have sold for impressive prices. Whether you're a beginner checking your pocket change or an experienced collector searching for your next treasure, this journey will reveal what makes these quarters so special. Stay with us until the very end. You might discover that an ordinary-looking quarter in your collection could be worth far more than its face value. Liberty State Quarter Dollar Coin with EPLURIBUS UNUM and the famous 1976 or 1976D bicentennial design stands apart from nearly every modern American quarter because it celebrates the 200th anniversary of American independence with a special dual date, 1776-1976, making it instantly recognizable to collectors around the world. Instead of the traditional eagle reverse, this remarkable coin features the colonial drummer designed by Jack L.R., surrounded by 13 stars that symbolize the original colonies. Millions of Americans carried these quarters without realizing they represented a historic break from the ordinary production of Washington quarters. While the vast majority remain common circulation pieces, certain examples with exceptional preservation, striking quality, or unusual mint characteristics have become fascinating treasures that continue to inspire collectors to search through pocket change decades after they were first released. The story behind the 1976 and 1976D bicentennial quarter is one of national celebration rather than wartime necessity or economic crisis. The United States Mint paused the normal reverse design to create a coin honoring America's bicentennial, and production began well before 1976, so enough coins would be available nationwide. Philadelphia produced coins without a mint mark, while Denver struck examples carrying the familiar D mint mark. Although hundreds of millions were minted, not every coin left the presses under identical conditions. Small differences in strike pressure, die wear, planchet quality, and handling created subtle variations that today spark endless discussion among collectors hopping to uncover something extraordinary hidden within an otherwise ordinary-looking quarter. Looking closely at these quarters reveals why experienced numismatists spend hours studying them under magnification. Sharp lettering, crisp drum details, bold torch lines, and strong hair definition on George Washington can dramatically separate one example from another. Some coins display minor die cracks, light die chips, off-center strikes, or faint doubling in parts of the inscriptions, while others exhibit unusually strong luster that survived decades untouched. Coins preserved in original mint state condition often appear dramatically different from heavily circulated examples, and the combination of brilliant surfaces, clean rims, and full strike details can transform an everyday quarter into a collector's conversation piece, especially when paired with an interesting mint-made characteristic. As excitement builds, stories often emerge about collectors discovering unusual bicentennial quarters inside old jars, inherited collections, forgotten dresser drawers, or rolls from local banks. While sensational headlines can exaggerate values, there are legitimate reasons certain examples receive significant attention. Imagine opening a family coin album and finding a beautifully preserved 1976D quarter with exceptional eye appeal, brilliant original surfaces, and an unusual mint characteristic that attracts competitive bidders. The emotional thrill comes not only from the possibility of financial reward, but also from realizing that a tiny piece of American history may have quietly traveled through countless hands before finally being recognized for its unique qualities. Illustrative market discussions help explain why collectors carefully evaluate every detail, but no value is ever guaranteed because condition, authenticity, rarity, and current demand determine actual prices. A quarter showing an interesting minor variation might attract attention around $2,500 to $3,500 in exceptional circumstances, while especially desirable high-grade examples could be discussed around $5,000. Unusual mint anomalies may inspire conversations near $6,000, rare collector favorites around $7,500, and exceptionally preserved or uncommon pieces might reach discussions near $8,000. Particularly unusual finds with strong collector demand are sometimes illustrated around $8,500, while extraordinary or historically significant examples are occasionally described with figures approaching $9,000. These numbers are examples for storytelling and education only, never promises or guaranteed values, yet they illustrate why one remarkable coin could feel like a sudden windfall or even contribute toward a down payment on a home. Anyone hoping to identify a potentially valuable bicentennial quarter should approach the search carefully and responsibly. Compare the coin's weight with official specifications using a precise digital scale. Study the metal color for unusual planchet characteristics. Inspect the strike alignment to see whether the design is centered properly. Examine the rim for unusual thickness or incomplete formation, and use magnification to check for genuine letter doubling rather than ordinary machine doubling. A professional light source can reveal hidden surface details that are invisible to the naked eye, while careful handling prevents fingerprints or scratches that could reduce collector appeal before the coin is ever evaluated. Professional authentication remains one of the most important steps because countless coins that appear unusual turn out to be normal circulation pieces, while a few overlooked examples prove genuinely special. Third-party grading services evaluate authenticity, condition, strike quality, and preservation using standardized methods trusted throughout the numismatic community. Their expertise helps separate true mint-made errors from post-mint damage caused by years of circulation. Patience, careful observation, and reliable expert evaluation are far more valuable than internet rumors or exaggerated claims, allowing collectors to make informed decisions while preserving historically significant coins for future generations. The Liberty State $quarter coin, bearing EPLURIBUS UNUM, and the unforgettable 1776-1976 bicentennial date, continues to remind collectors that remarkable discoveries sometimes begin with nothing more than a careful glance at ordinary pocket change. Somewhere inside an old coffee can, forgotten piggy bank, inherited collection, or dusty coin roll, another fascinating example could still be waiting to surprise its next owner with an unexpected story worth telling for years to come. That possibility keeps collectors searching, fuels the excitement of every new discovery, and leads directly to the next astonishing coin, whose hidden history and unbelievable characteristics may be even more surprising than anyone expects. Liberty State $quarter coin from Georgia 1788 and 1999 immediately captures attention because it represents one of the very first releases in the famous 50 state quarters program, honoring Georgia as the fourth state to ratify the United States Constitution in 1788, while celebrating its heritage through the 1999 commemorative design. The reverse features the unmistakable outline of the state, a graceful peach branch symbolizing Georgia's nickname as the Peach State, and the state motto, wisdom, justice, moderation, while the obverse continues to display the familiar portrait of George Washington. Millions of these quarters entered circulation, But hidden among ordinary examples are pieces that collectors eagerly search for because subtle differences in striking quality, preservation, and minting mistakes can transform a simple pocket coin into an unforgettable discovery. Every scratch, shine, and tiny detail tells part of the journey from the mint to countless hands across America, creating a fascinating story that continues decades after its release. The Georgia State Quarter was struck in Philadelphia and Denver for circulation, with beautiful proof editions produced in San Francisco for collectors, each mint contributing its own characteristics to the coin's legacy. Although hundreds of millions were made, high-quality examples without contact marks become increasingly difficult to locate because quarters circulate heavily in everyday commerce. Brilliant mint luster, crisp lettering, and sharply defined design elements become increasingly valuable as fewer coins survive in pristine condition. Collectors often compare dozens of examples before finding one with exceptional eye appeal, and that endless search is exactly what keeps this issue exciting. What appears ordinary at first glance can suddenly become extraordinary when examined carefully under proper lighting and magnification. The greatest excitement surrounding the Georgia State Quarter comes from the possibility of mint errors and unusual production varieties. Off-center strikes, clip planchets, die cracks, broad strikes, retained cuds, and doubled dies have all fueled collector interest over the years. Even slight shifts during striking can leave fascinating evidence preserved forever in metal, creating one-of-a-kind collectibles that stand apart from standard circulation pieces. Some errors are dramatic enough to be recognized instantly, while others require careful comparison with normal examples to appreciate their uniqueness. Every genuine mint error tells a story of a split-second event inside the coining press where machinery, pressure, and timing combined in an unexpected way, producing a coin unlike millions of others. Many collectors dream of finding a Georgia quarter that has somehow escaped decades of wear, retaining its original mint frost, vibrant cartwheel luster, and razor-sharp design details. Coins preserved in old rolls, forgotten collections, or unopened bank storage sometimes emerge looking remarkably fresh despite their age. Those discoveries create unforgettable moments because they remind collectors that remarkable treasures occasionally survive unnoticed for years. The thrill is never just about money. It is about holding a small piece of American history that somehow remained untouched, while millions of identical coins slowly wore down in everyday circulation. That emotional connection transforms an ordinary coin search into an exciting adventure filled with hope, patience, and possibility. When collectors discuss potential values, it is important to understand that every coin must be evaluated individually, and that these figures are only illustrative examples, never guarantees of actual market prices. Minor but collectible variations might inspire discussions around $2,500 to $3,500, while more notable examples could attract attention near $5,000 if they display exceptional preservation. Unusual mint anomalies may sometimes be compared with examples around $6,000, and especially desirable collector pieces could be discussed in the neighborhood of $7,500. Exceptionally preserved or uncommon coins might be illustrated at $8,000. Unusual finds with especially strong collector demand may occasionally be compared to $8,500, and extraordinary or historically significant examples are sometimes illustrated at up to $9,000. These numbers are simply storytelling examples to demonstrate how rarity and demand can influence value, and they should never be interpreted as guaranteed prices for any Georgia State quarter. Imagine discovering a remarkable Georgia quarter inside an old coin jar inherited from a family member or tucked away in a forgotten dresser drawer. The emotional impact could feel like finding the beginning of a down payment on a home, receiving a completely unexpected financial windfall, or uncovering a once-in-a-lifetime historical treasure hiding in plain sight. Stories like these continue to inspire collectors because remarkable coins occasionally appear where nobody expects them. Even when a coin proves to be common, the excitement of the search builds knowledge, appreciation, and unforgettable memories that often become more valuable than the coin itself. Every roll searched and every pocketful of change examined carries the possibility of revealing something truly special. Responsible examination is always the smartest approach before assuming any coin is valuable. Compare the coin's weight with official specifications using a precise digital scale. Observe the metal color for signs of unusual composition. Inspect strike alignment to ensure both sides are properly positioned. Study the rim for missing sections or abnormal thickness. And carefully examine every letter and number for genuine doubling rather than ordinary wear or damage. Magnification can reveal tiny features invisible to the naked eye, but even experienced collectors sometimes misidentify unusual characteristics. That is why professional authentication and grading remain essential before assigning significant value to any potentially rare Georgia State quarter, providing confidence that an exciting discovery is genuine and accurately identified. Liberty State quarter dollar coin from Georgia 1788 and 1999 continues to remind collectors that history, craftsmanship, and mystery can all exist inside a single 25-cent piece, quietly passing through everyday transactions. Somewhere, another remarkable example could still be resting unnoticed inside a cash register, an old piggy bank, a forgotten coin album, or the loose change sitting in someone's kitchen drawer, waiting for the right person to recognize its hidden importance. That possibility is what keeps collectors searching year after year, because every ordinary-looking coin carries the chance of becoming an unforgettable discovery. And if you think this Georgia quarter has revealed every secret it holds, wait until the next astonishing coin uncovers an even more unbelievable story that few collectors have ever seen.